Once a man got the surprise of his life, all after losing a great deal of money at the casino. Waiting at home was his wife, who didn't know yet. He had told her he was heading to the jewelry store to fix her broken necklace, but he made a quick stop at the casino beforehand. Was it too expensive to fix? She asked when she saw it on the counter, still broken. He didn't want to tell her the truth just yet, so he came up with something else. But he had no idea what would happen in the end when she did find out. Too expensive, he nodded. Plus, I can't even afford to fix the tear in my favorite suit coat right now. His wife didn't press on, which made him feel terrible. And so, he took his torn suit coat to the second-hand store, selling it for what he could. It still wasn't enough to cover the cost of a necklace repair, but before he could exit the store, the shopkeeper hollered to him. "It looks like you left something," he said, pulling a handful of casino chips out from one of the pockets. But instead of continuing to play, the man cashed the chips and went straight to the jewelry store. Now he had enough to buy a new necklace altogether. There was a used one that caught his eye in the case, and quite strangely, it looked exactly like his wife's necklace. Not thinking too much of it, he went ahead and got it. Then he waited for her to return home. To his surprise, she walked in with something that looked strangely familiar. Lo and behold, it was none other than his favorite suit coat. He was sure of it. "Why do you have my suit coat?" he chuckled. "Oh, it's not yours," she laughed. "I bought this for you. It's used, but it'll certainly feel new to you." Taken aback, the man took a closer look. As it turned out, there was some careful, almost impossible to see stitching exactly where the tear on his last suit coat had been. It was, in fact, the very same one. "But how could this be?" he sputtered. "And where did you get the money?" "I sold my necklace," she smiled, "and this used one looked exactly like it. I could have never known it was yours. So my question to you is, why did you sell it?" "To buy you a necklace," he laughed, "a used one that looks just like yours. But I had left some old casino chips in the pocket, so I cashed them in to make up for the difference." Upon closer inspection of the repair work, the wife realized it was, in fact, her same necklace. But there was one more surprise to be had. You see, the wife knew all along that her husband had lost money at the casino, because he had carelessly dropped a few casino chips when he had first put her broken necklace on the counter. But for her, it was never about the money, and now that her husband had cashed in the chips just for her, she knew he had learned his lesson. Now, as fate would have it, the duo winded up with the same suit coat and necklace, nicely fixed for resale, because it turned out that upon receiving each, the shopkeepers at both stores got started right away on the repairs. So fast, in fact, that they were all done in the half-hour or so drive that it took to get from one store to the other. The husband and wife had even passed one another on the drive, but they hadn't the slightest clue. With their selflessness and love for one another shining bright on this day, they learned the most important lesson of all, something that was right in front of them the entire time, in fact, which is that from the beginning, neither the husband nor the wife had lost anything at all by selling their precious things, because true value isn't the money or things you have in life, but rather the people you have in life. If you enjoyed this, please consider subscribing for more original storytelling. And if you found this valuable, I'd love to hear some of your favorite quotes to live by in the comments. Now go cherish those you love.